Chit Chat. Queen Chit Chat. Queen Chit Chat.
Yo, you're locked in with Josh J, aka J3, and I'm here with the beautiful Queen Chit Chat Podcast. So I'm introducing
The Diva, hello.
and
Rihanna, hello.
and
Oh, hail the queen.
Oh, hail the queen.
so today we're gonna have a little turn of events. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna question the Queen Chit Chat Podcast today. So they're not gonna be talking; they're gonna be answering questions. All right, so let's go.
Into the hot seat. Let's go, sir.
All right. So my question for you today.
Hold up. Let me get my drink.
Oh,
Woo!
we're there.
It's about
We're
to
there.
get.
It's about to get busy.
Turn.
All right. Let me. Before we get into this, let me just ask a quick question. What are you sipping on today?
I'm sipping on red wine. I'm sipping on some Malbec.
What are you sipping on today?
Like everybody knows, Rihanna whiskey. I sure am.
I hear that.
Drinking that
whiskey. And what you want?
I'm on Dom Perignon.
Okay. So, ladies, we gonna get started now, yeah? Everyone ready? Everyone got their drinks in hand?
Hit us.
Hit me.
Let's go. All right, cool. So, there's a lot of controversy going on social media right now, especially when it comes to dating, people doing their own thing, and people doing a bit of side things that no one agrees with, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I'm gonna round it up to just a normal thing where I'm gonna be asking women what they look for. Do you know what I mean? In a relationship with someone.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm
gosh.
gonna start with you, Diva.
Oh.
Diva, I'm gonna start with you. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, what are the main things you find in a man? Like, what are the first
what I
things you
look
wanna?
for. Like what I find or what do you mean? What I look for?
What you looking to find in a man?
Okay.
Like when you.
What qualities?
My quality. Okay. Honesty,
All right.
commitment, communication, loyalty.
That's normal.
That's
That's
four.
normal. Okay.
You see, you're saying that that's normal, but you would think that
You-
people would have common sense to bring that to the table. But they don't bring that to the table. I gotta make sure I stay there right
All right.
now.
Let me just say that now.
Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Sorry for the man them out there, yeah, but I gotta say this. Some of us, man, we do play a character that we're not. So when it comes to that, they got a point there.
See,
Anyway,
that's
carry
an
on.
issue, yeah. So there's all of that, and it's like I want to be safe when I'm with someone. I want to feel safe. You know, you have to make me feel safe and protected. And I want someone who's a natural provider. I don't have to be like, oh, babe, go get this job because it's gonna do this. Da, da, da.
You don't
I
want to
want
ask for
those.
anything.
I don't need to have to do
It
that.
needs to be provided.
Yes, I'm an independent woman, but I still want someone to treat me. I still want someone to spoil me because that's not my end goal. Is not to do it for. If I can do it for myself, why are you there then? Do you know what I mean? It's not about that. I still want to be treated same as guys who they can cook, but they still want someone to be cooking for them at home.
Yeah,
Do you know
that's
what I
what-
mean?
that's
So
me.
it's not like I'm asking for too much. I just love to be treated because I've been spoiled all my life. You know, my family love me,
And
but,
that's normal.
Like,
That's
but no,
normal.
but genuinely, but genuinely, like I want to have that because why should I go out and do all of that for you and you can't give it to me? So that's what I look for. I look for the things that I know I can give someone, and I want reciprocated because that's how my love language works. Do you know what I mean? But with me being spoiled more, that's my thing.
That's normal. That's normal. Like,
Yeah, but
for any woman
you would
to
say
put that in
that.
a man.
But most times now, the older you get and you're dating, you start to see less and less of these things, and more times people are giving you the bare minimum, or you ask for the bare minimum, and they still can't even give you the bare minimum. They still go, "Well, all she asked for is me to talk to her. She didn't ask for anything else. Let me see if I don't talk to her if she's gonna stick around." And you find a lot of women stick around because they've already settled for less. So when they're being given even less, they kind of like, I've already kind of started something and all this. Nah, nip it.
Nah.
Okay, so I have to take the things that I want because these are things I want all throughout my relationship with you from start to finish. Like if we're together for 10, 15 years, I want that consistency. Oh, consistency is another one.
And the thing is,
Like,
you want
big one.
consistency.
Well, now
you
it's
want,
5.
And the thing is, I understand the consistency part because men look for that as well, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be in a relationship where you have to like question the person or like for them they might feel like being interrogated, right? But you just want
Only
that.
if you're lying, you feel like
You know what I mean? But it should come naturally, right?
Yeah.
It should come naturally. Like
Yeah.
that loyalty, that love, that affection, yeah.
But
It's
that's
become
where
natural with no
communication
one else.
comes in. You see, when I say that, like I can come, the person can be like, okay, babe, is there something I'm not doing for you right now? Just tell me. Like, if there's something I'm lacking or I'm not doing for you, tell me what you know. If I did something that I don't do now, tell me what it is that you know. But you know, that's
Alright,
just my thing.
basically
But what about you,
you want
Royanna?
a relationship that's open, not
Yeah.
open in the way that okay, you can go sleep with someone else. No way. Anyway, but yeah, like, but you're looking
Yeah.
for something that someone can come home,
Yeah.
and talk to you about everything that happens to you,
Not
happens to
particularly
them.
everything, because there's certain things that I feel like
Yeah, but
your partner is
but
your
but
yeah.
for me as a man talking, right? I want someone that I can come home to, even if I've had the most roughest day. Yeah, I want to
You
come
want
home
to your safety, right?
and then, yeah, exactly, my
To your
safety,
home.
my
Let
safety
me
net.
let me just interject you young ones. You can
let's go.
communicate consistently, but the question is that other person hearing you? That's the other thing, because they can lie to you and act like they can hear you, and they keep on doing the same thing.
That's
It's like,
true.
especially
That's
if you've got
true.
issues with communication.
Yeah.
If you're that one word type of guy, or like, oh yeah, okay, fine, I hear you. Then tomorrow you do the same thing,
Exactly.
and then the next week, and the next month, the next
Exactly.
year, and I'm thinking,
Because
dude,
let me just cut into you right now, yeah? Because like you're talking about a situation where, say, someone knows how to like calm you down,
yeah.
right? So you could be annoyed at something or be very angry at something, right? And then that person will tell you something that they know how to handle you, right? But and then they'll calm you down. You'll be like, okay, I'm okay now, yeah. But the next day they could act out the same way and get you back to that same level.
Yeah.
But what they said is not, their word is not their word, basically. Do you know what I mean? When people say like, I give you
Yeah.
my word, yeah, you know, when people use that expression, I
But-
give you my word.
But to flip it on the flip side, you are asking somebody to change maybe habits of over years and things like that, and you're
Yeah.
expecting, because you've told them continuously, they hear you, but they're not really listening or hearing you to the extent that you want, and you're expecting them to change overnight. Let's say
Yeah.
communication. Like, I dated a guy who his words were just like, yeah, I hear you. If he's complain about something, maybe I write him the whole of Genesis to Revelations, you know, a whole dictionary of an essay.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, yeah, I hear you. And the next day he does the exact same thing. But I'm expecting him to change overnight. But I'm not listening to his cry in a different way as well, because maybe he hears me, but he doesn't have the tools to change whatever issue that he needs to change, or he doesn't know how to,
And he might not be able
stuff
to do it
like
by
that.
And you
himself,
see that
you need
situation, yeah? Hold on, can I just say something real quick, yeah? Like, see that situation, yeah? And that's the thing where people, like, it doesn't specifically like acquire to one like a gender. Do you know what I mean? It's not one gender, sorry. Like, it's not pointed at one gender.
Yeah.
It's both genders, right? What the thing is, like, when obviously, like, say you're with someone,
Yeah.
right, and obviously you're with them first, you're like, okay, I'm attracted to you, like, we're going out, we're having fun, everything like that. You get into a deeper relationship over the months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you come to a point where you're just like, okay, cool, like, you're in a real serious relationship now, innit? Yeah. Now you're like actually trying to see the person's persona, trying to see the person, like, their ambitions, stuff like that, right? What they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But with that situation, what only makes it a problem is when you come around, and then, like, if you point out something that you necessarily don't mess with in that relationship, right? And you point out to that person, and they start working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They start working on it. For that person who's working on it, right? This is how they're looking at it, right? They're trying to work on that, and if they keep getting pressured on something that they're trying to work on, they're gonna start thinking, you don't see that I'm trying to work on this. Like, do you know what I mean? And they start being a bit negative towards you, because like, they're trying to change for you, but you're not seeing that, and you're saying to them,
But that's a
Because you're trying to speed them up.
wrong way to even take it. You don't change for somebody, you change for you.
yeah, exactly.
So if you know that, okay, let's say, for example, you're dating somebody who takes drugs. You cannot keep dating them. Leave them, let them go and get healed wherever they're at. When they're healed and they're now all clean, then they can come to you, because they're now the type of person that you want. You can't
Definitely.
make anybody
Person.
change you, and you cannot say, I'm doing this for you. It will never work. Trust and believe that.
Yeah, no, that's where you're getting a bit twisted up, yeah, right? Like, at the same time, the person is, like, it's not always that situation. Do you know what I mean?
What situation?
No, okay. Let me ask this.
Sister,
Let me ask
get
this situation, right?
specific.
Okay, cool. Right, as women, Like I said, I'm talking to you. I'm the only man here, so I'm talking to you as women, right? As a woman, you might find a man that you love and you don't want to let go of him, right? And you want to see, and no, listen, no, it's true. It's
No,
true.
no, for real.
Yeah.
No, you will find a man, yeah, that treats you exactly how you always wanted to be treated, and you're gonna love that man down to the T, right? But he might have some flaws. Everyone has flaws,
Yes.
right? And then you try to help him on these flaws, right? It might be drug addiction. It could be alcohol addiction. It could be anything. Do you know what I mean, right?
addiction.
Anything, right? But at the same time, yeah, when you start trying to help him, right? Yeah. The thing is that you need to, at that moment when you start helping him and you see him starting to like help himself, right? Don't ever turn into the dictator. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't ever be like, oh, but you do this, you do that, yeah. And don't use these weaknesses as a thingy. The same way as a woman.
I hear you, and I totally agree with you, because the healing process is not for the person who's helping. It's for that person, and everybody heals in their own time.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say to you, right? Like, you remember, you just said leave that person, yeah, let them heal and everything like that, right?
Yes.
But that person, yeah, doesn't want to like. That person could not want to leave the situation.
Yes, I hear that too.
But they must
Yes.
heal.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying, yeah? So what I'm saying is that when it comes to that person, right, it's not that he or she is healing herself or himself, yeah, for that other person's benefit. They're healing themselves to be a better person, and that person who's told them to help them, like that partner who's told them like do that, yeah?
Yeah.
They want to see you grow as well. But it's not for them. It's for yourself.
Okay.
Do you get me?
Yes.
So,
So, now second question anyway.
no, but they didn't answer the qualities. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what, anyway. That like obviously
Yeah.
we've gone through divas preferences. Now I'm gonna ask you,
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Give it to us, girl.
what do you look for main character what's the
Characteristics.
That's it.
Oh,
Characteristics.
qualities.
in a man? What do you look for?
Loyalty, communication,
Money.
communication, loyalty, honesty, trustworthy.
That's about 5 now.
I mean, I'm just saying, you better know how to communicate.
Yo, listen,
Even if you're down at the strip club, you better communicate with me before you enter the strip club.
And now what does that mean to you?
I just, the fact that you can think about me and wonder, like, even if you have a hard day at work and you think, you know what, I gotta
Check up on my lady.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
means a lot to me. That means more to me than you going out and buying me, like,
A Birkin bag.
you know what I mean? Like,
Excuse
first of
me,
all-
buy me a Birkin bag. That's
good.
my apology. Give it to me. That's an investment.
But
But
you know,
anyway.
that's
10
You know
grand.
what? I can
10 grand.
Okay, I can respect diva, but for me, I'm not a bad person.
You're
Like
not
I don't.
you're
No,
not
I'm like.
materialistic.
No, I'm not. Like literally, for real, I really am not.
It's all about love.
No, for real, I am not, because
I'm not
we
materialistic, but I
we
will never
can-
say no to a Birkin bag.
But
Thank
we
you.
can go back and tell you lot know me. Like y'all know Rihanna. She be in this for a minute now and she don't play.
Yeah.
However, just be loyal, communicate, let me know what's up. If you ain't feeling it, let me know.
Yeah,
If you're still feeling it, let me know.
Communication is a main key in a relationship.
For me,
one thing
that's
I always
what it
say,
is,
yeah.
and I thrive on that. So
Like, with me,
I'm gonna
I'll
buy
tell
her
you,
a
I'll
t-shirt that says communication.
Let me know.
Listen, I'm the questionnaire today. Do you know what I mean? I'm questioning.
Diva said she gonna buy me a t-shirt, so I'm looking for that t-shirt. I'm waiting on it.
Every time you
Nah,
FaceTime babe, but like,
That's shots being fired out here.
but she calls her own
You
shots.
ain't
I just go along
I'm
with
gonna
it.
be telling you,
Well, yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna
She said
say
communication
shit.
3 times.
Listen,
That's deep, you know.
communication is thingy. It could be the littlest thing. I understand what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Like you could be at work here. You could be working for the last 3 hours, but it's thingy like even a little 20-second call just to check in on you, like, are you okay? Yeah, that happens. Do you know what I mean? So that's what she's looking for. So I'm gonna direct this again.
Oh, hell,
To,
the queen.
We got a main G in here. Alright. We got everyone here. So I'm joined with
The
The
queen.
Will answer to you.
One does
So-
just not speak to others like that.
So, Your Majesty, yeah? your Royal Highness. Yeah.
Flatter me
I'll
with
flatter
all
you,
these
darling.
things.
You what? You want bling?
Who is the fairest of them all?
Okay.
Queen.
What do you look for? The main character. I didn't want to say the whole thing because I knew I was gonna mess up again.
English
The
language
main
is killing my
qualities.
people.
Main qualities, apart from materialistic things, what do you look for in a man?
I need a man with a vision.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry. At my age, I don't want to be picking up somebody who's just starting out. I don't
That's
want
right.
somebody that has been going nowhere for the past, I don't know
That's
how many
right.
years. I need to know that you have a vision, how you're going to execute it, how you want me to be your helper to get to that point of your vision. And secondly, I need a man who I can trust, because I don't want to be getting DMs from girls telling me, oh, that's my man, oh, what you doing with my man, I saw you with my man. I don't even have time to tolerate that. I'll block the girl and I block you. I'm not even going to ask you. So I don't want somebody who
Block
I
at a
have
one,
to
block at a 2, block at a 3, block
I
at
don't
a
want
4.
somebody I have to be questioning your whereabouts
Every day.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted the communication angle, which is something I would like, but I think we've exhausted it. But I need somebody who's honest. You need to be able to tell me, like, listen, babe, we got £1 in our account. How are we gonna try to spin that to get food, to do this? I don't want somebody who's gonna be lying to me about stuff that is not even necessary, because I'm your helpmate.
Right. So
Yeah.
when it comes to those situations that no one's lying to you, like say you're at home, right? You're on an early shift, he's on a late shift.
Yeah.
Right? So you get home early, you do everything, you prep everything, you do the washing, everything like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? You do all your things, and then when he's finished his shift, yeah, he's gonna say to you, if he says to you, oh, babe, I'm gonna go out with the guys after work, have a few drinks, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you'd want them, obviously, like, not to like. It'll be a bit paranoid if you did this, yeah. Like if you don't want them to send you a picture of where they are, because that
Send me your location.
Do you know what I mean? That makes you look a bit paranoid, right? So like you don't want them as like, you want a message like, oh babe, I'm gonna go out with the guys after work for a drink, right? If you wanna come, if like say obviously
Just put a tracker on his
not like that. Like say like it's a weekend,
Yeah.
right? Say it's a weekend and you work Monday to Friday, right? Because you're grown, you've got your own kids, anything like that. You put the kids to bed, anything like that, right? You'd want them to be like, oh babe, I'm going out with drinks after with the lads after, yeah, or something like that, yeah. Would you want to come join me? And then when you look after having a few drinks, you'd be like, let me take you up. You know what I mean? Like go for a dinner or something together that night, or like 8, something like that. Go and then go back home, chill out. Do you think?
How old are these kids?
That. I'm just saying. I'm painting
a picture here.
I'm painting a picture. I'm saying,
it.
but you'd want a man, yeah, who'd like obviously finish work. You're not gonna be the wife who like questions everything he does. If he says he's going out with the boys, yeah, or for a drink, you're gonna be like, okay, boom. But if you'd want him to be like, after I have a drink with the boys, I'm gonna take you out for dinner.
Child,
right?
are we still talking about honesty right here?
No. I'm talking about like communication right now. We're talking about communication.
Okay.
So I'm saying like he's honest about where he's going after work, and he tells you like you'd want as well. Like say if it's a Friday, right? You got a sitter. Let's just say you got a babysitter, right? Yeah.
Now we
Everything
know
like
how
that.
old the kids are. Okay.
Yeah. You got a babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a babysitter. You'd want a man to be like, okay, I'm gonna go out with the boys, but after I want to go out for dinner with you.
No, I would
That's
rather
communication,
you plan
right?
with me first, and then you'd be like, okay, babe, this is the plan. What I'm thinking.
No, but that's
doing.
the thing. Like,
That's the communication
no,
part.
life is life, bro. Nothing's
Yeah.
always. Not everything is on a schedule. Like,
Yeah,
I could, in a split moment, I'd be like, raw. I want to take out my girl right now. Yeah. In that moment, I ring her, like, babe, do you want to go out for dinner? Do you know what I mean? Like, you want that communication. Do you know what I mean? So you know. So you don't want someone to surprise you and say to you, okay, Diva right now is nodding her head like she doesn't agree, right? But anyway, so you wouldn't want...
I was just signaling somebody else, but God.
Okay. With me, on what you're talking about, I believe like communication is key, but I'm not that type of girl that I'm gonna be bugging you to know, okay, so you went there, because in our language we have a saying that says "afamba aporta," which means that you can leave the house and you can go to many different places and still get back to the destination that you need to be at. But you don't know where they've gone before they met
the
you.
thing is, that's the thing, yeah. Like I said, like I was saying earlier, right? Like if you got your, hold on one sec. Like if you got your family, right? People who care about you, anything like that, yeah. Like I was trying to say to Diva earlier, because she was trying to step out and my thing or tell everyone she goes, yeah. People want to know where you're going. You know what I mean? If I call my wife, If I call my wife, listen, if I call my wife, yeah, a woman that I'm married to has my kids, everything like that. If I tell them that, I'm going out. Yeah, she's gonna be ringing my line, like, where are you? Right? So when it comes to obviously we're talking about communication, right? As a thing, you could be so relaxed in your relationship, right? It's not like I don't want you ringing me up my line like, where are you? Just be like, listen, I'm doing this tonight after work. Boom, 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 boom. Communication is done because I told you what I'm doing. But if someone if I say to you, you know my shift, right? Say I finish at 10, and I come home stumbling in at like 1 a.m. I didn't say a word to you. You're gonna be like,
you ain't coming in. I'm gonna lock you up.
No, but I'm gonna be best friends with the locksmith. Believe me, when I know your shift ends at 10 and usually you're home by 10:30, by 11:30, and you haven't told me you've been in an accident or you're somewhere. I'm getting him to change the locks. We'll see.
Communication is important, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
all right.
it is.
Listen. There is for me, I'm always like, broken relationships happen where people don't communicate, right? And they let certain things go along for certain years. For this person to stumble in at that time, that person is so accustomed to doing that because you never confront them. You can't choose to get mad about it now.
You can't.
My man, one thing you're gonna know, my future man, we don't do that. We don't play those games. We don't do no non-communication. None of this. I'm going out with the boys first. First of all, you're going to put me and the family first. Then you can be like, babe, this is the options. This is what I want to do. What do you think is best? What should I do first? Or what can we do? What would you like to do? Communicate with me. Find out what I want to do. I could be like, actually, you know what, babe? I'm cool being at home, actually. You go see the boys. We'll do something tomorrow. Communication. Because it's not about I stumbled into it. For the person stumbling at that time, there ain't no communication.
Yeah.
What are you
But
gonna
what
have
if something
then?
happened, like his phone
Fair
battery
enough, something
died
like
or
listen,
something like
the
that?
friends you're going out to see.
Okay.
You know my number.
You just
will call
asked
me.
Sorry, I gotta stop you there, Diva.
I'm
Yeah,
just
but
trying
I'm
to
gonna lie
say,
to you.
don't do
You
that
just
with
asked the
me.
most important question that I need to elaborate on right now, right? Like you said, what if the person's phone's died or something has happened, right? So it falls into my next category, like you've all said, yeah. Trust. So where does trust fall into communication? Tell me.
If your actions do not give me a reason to trust you, I cannot trust you.
Okay, so
Why would that person
Actions.
with kids and everything if you don't trust
Exactly.
No, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If your actions move different, like if you know your person, when your person was loyal and they told you everything or whatever it is, or let's say you start communicating less, you start trusting them less, because you kind of like, you don't talk to me, you don't tell me where you're going, you just come in at any time, all of a sudden, what's going on? Something's changed, because there's always a change, there's a shift that gives you a reason to not trust that person. But for me, if you do not trust, right? If I cannot trust you, your actions cause me to not trust you, I'm done.
I hear that.
I'm telling you, if there's no trust, I'm
I
talking,
hear
there's
that.
nothing.
But let me ask you a question though, right?
I'll burn the house down. Oh,
Say
man.
okay.
Come to your job.
Say you're in a situation now, like, or
What you
your partner
doing,
comes in now,
Marcus?
right?
Yeah.
Your partner comes in, right?
Yeah.
Into the house late, right? But he chooses not to tell you where he's been. Oh no! Listen to the end of the question before you start giggling and all of that, Deef. But anyway, yeah, like, okay, say he comes into the house, right? But his explanation for where he's been, he can't tell you because he's trying to protect you and the family. How do you take that?
No.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Whatever you're doing out there, that
Say he's done something, right?
You better stay
like
there.
if he told you, say he done a criminal act, right? And he chose not to tell you lot, yeah, to keep yourself protected, so you can just say,
like I said,
You
go back
doing
out
the
that door
criminal
and go
thing in
back
the
where
first
you're gonna
place
go
if you're
back.
not
You've already
protecting
broken the
us.
family. I'm sorry. The fact that you've walked in and you can't tell me what you're doing, go back exactly where you were to go say what you're doing.
alright, what about you?
Rihanna, what do you
Rihanna,
think?
what do you think?
I mean, why the hell you doing some criminal activity putting the
No,
family
no,
at
I'm not
risk
talking.
in
I'm
the
not
first
talking.
place?
I'm not talking criminal. Yeah,
snitching,
I-
I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm trying to say like a situation, right?
No,
That
no,
he
no.
wants to, like, it's not okay. It's not cheating. It's
ain't no
not
CIA
It's not
spy.
criminal. Yeah, but like it's something just to protect his family, right? And he can't tell you just to protect you. Do you know what I mean?
But at the same time, we have to
Are
go
you working
back.
for MI5?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to go back to the trust.
No, and then this is where my next question comes from. Anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know my partner, right? I know
Mm-hmm.
when she's distressed. I know when she's down. I know what she does. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So if you can't notice that your partner, you've been, I don't know how many years. Let's just say 5 to 7 years you've been with this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you can't notice that they're in distress or they have a problem going on with them, right? Do you truly love that person? Because you should be able to tell when someone's in a situation that.
You can love someone and still not notice things because it's been allowed to go on for quite a while. If that person isn't the person where you can notice when they're distressed, because sometimes like, you know what, babe, don't worry, no, don't worry about me, and then you kind of you actually take on that don't worry on, then you know you wouldn't even think, oh, they're going through something, because you're probably thinking it's nothing serious. It's not that you don't love the person, you can love them, but
No,
you just might not know
I'm
how
not saying
to
that you don't
them
love
like
the
that.
person. I'm just saying. I'm
But that's what you
I'm
asked,
asking.
didn't it?
No,
You
I'm
said, do you
asking.
love the person?
No, I said obviously you love this person, right? And I said,
Do
but
you
if
really
you
love
do you really love them if you can't even notice when they're in distress?
Alright, you can really love your siblings and still miss that shit. Like, I'm just saying, like, as a person, sometimes you might
think
miss cues.
Personally, I don't. I know when someone's down in the tea. I know when you're down. I know when my
Sir, you
auntie's
don't know
down.
me like
I know when my other auntie's down. I know when my mom's down. I know when things are
But-
just going downhill.
There's some people who've got skills in art, like me. I can blank all of you out in the same room with you and not even be listening to what you're saying. That's a skill that I've acquired. Some people are like that with their feelings. They won't show you that they're down or they're going through stuff. That's why you find a lot of people, men that you thought they were doing well, they go
Yeah.
and kill themselves because they, as much as they love their family or they can talk to their siblings or whoever, they just found it so hard and then they decided to kill themselves. And people will be questioning why, but you know, he was so happy, he was so this, he was very bubbly, open, and da 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 da. So some people have got those kind of skills that they can hide anything
they
and
can
mask
mask
whatever
themselves,
that is
yeah.
happening. But I was rudely interrupted on my fourth point. My fourth point, love. You gotta show me love.
Yeah.
I don't want you to talk about love. I want you to show me, express it. Let me know that you really, really do care for me. Because most of the time, what I've found in relationships is that men, they think by buying you stuff or taking you out, that's how they're showing you love.
Yeah.
But I feel like you need to do the extra things to show me that you actually do love me.
You need more, yeah. You need to see the action.
Yeah,
Because
behind it.
I think for you, what your love language be what?
Money, 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 money. No, I'm joking.
Pay a bill. No, but seriously, I feel like actions, because words can literally be nothing. Tomorrow, someone can tell you one thing today, tomorrow it's another, but their action will show you. If they say, babe, I want to take care of you, then next thing you know, that person's actually giving you half of like your rent every month. But like, babe, I want you to not stress as much. I don't want you to work as much. It's the action that they're showing you, isn't it? It's all these things that they're showing you. And every time I feel like when someone does it with an action, you're more likely to even be like inclined to anything that they do. You're kind of like, this is my person, because he knows that he doesn't want me to be stressed. He doesn't want me to go through this. Then you would know that, okay, what does he need? He's always said to you, babe, when I come home, I just want to be peaceful. I want a home that's this, that. You're likely to give him that, right? You're likely to give it because you're like, this person gives me that. So you're likely to then like reciprocate. Wouldn't you say that, Rihanna?
Yeah, for real. Like, for me, it's always about actions. You give me 10, I'll give you 20.
No. I'll give you
No,
9.
for real.
What do you mean? What kind of actions do you like? What do you need to see from your man to know that he loves you?
That I'm the one for you. Like, everything that you do, everything that you're about to embark on, I'm there. You're putting me in the equation. You're just, I don't know, I just have to feel like overall in this whole big picture, I'm there. And if I don't feel like I'm there, then for me, it's just like, what's the point? You know, so I don't know. I just feel like actions do speak louder than words.
True.
And I go by actions more than I go about gifts, materialistic stuff. That's just me.
I can relate to that. So for you lot, yeah, one of my strongest questions that I've got in my artillery that I'm shooting them out. Do you know? I'm shooting them out. But anyway, what does security mean to you?
You got
Money.
me.
No,
know.
It's not
what
money,
what
but
does
it's
it
like-
mean? Like security. What does that mean to you in a relationship? What does security mean to you?
Safety.
Yeah, it just means like I'm safe. It means I'm safe. It means that, you know, we're in this together. It means like whatever we're building together. It means that I know it's just safety. Like I can literally fall back and you got me. I can literally fall and know that you've got me. You know what I mean? Or vice versa.
What
and
about you, Queen? What's safety
Yeah.
for you?
Safety for me is knowing that whatever happens, either way, whether it's going to be good or bad, I know that you've got me and I've got you.
exactly.
Nothing is gonna phase us.
Real.
Nothing is gonna come in between us. That is safety for me, security for me. So I think that is all for the day.
Thank you so much for tuning in
Thank
to Queen Chit Chat
you.
Podcast with our special host.
Thank you
so much.
for joining us.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You're here with Just Jug J and the Queen Chit Chat Queens. You know what I mean, right? We're here, Royana and the Diva. You know what it is. We're here, we're locked in. Subscribe, post up, share with your friends, and comment. Let's get that.
Ew.
You're going off on a different tangent.
Yeah, you need me. Anyway. Oh, you put